Yo, what up? This is a quick one. We're just gonna get fucking right into it. So, I've not asked him for this idea, but obviously I'm gonna have to give him credit. So this is CMG. He's another Spitfire fan that I know, very passionate about his content, loves his content, plays on console. I was literally just watching this video because I thought, fuck it, why not? Let's see what we've got. And I really love this idea, so I'm just checking my audios there. Basically, he's just trying to watch a video and sort of learn from it. Be like, okay, how am I... It's the other way around. Normally, people will review someone's VOD and say what you can do, but never will someone watch a VOD and try and pick it apart from an educational standpoint and essentially try and understand and learn from it. So this is going to be really interesting. I have no idea what ELO this is. It is console, so we'll have to relative it, but hey, the fundamentals of the game is still there. And I'm just going to try and essentially speed run it through, test his theory, see if his theory is correct, what I disagree and agree with. I will obviously link the video in the comment section below, so go and give CMG a subscribe. Good content. Guy puts a lot of effort into it. If you're a Chelsea fan as well, if you're into football, if soccer from the NA, yeah, he does Chelsea content as well. So be sure to go drop him a follow for that. But yeah, Spitfire and Chelsea. His content's a big shout out to him. Obviously, yeah, I'm essentially like ripping his video, so I'm going to try and do it the best just as I can. Probably going to unlist this actually and only share it out to certain Discords, so I'm not going to put this public. I won't make any money anyway because I'm going to get DMCA'd, but it doesn't matter anyway. Let's get into it. I just want to see his theory and everything.
Remember, this is me looking at a game and learning from it from other players that are playing. It's not the other way around. It's not Stylosa teaching people how to play the game. As much as it pays me to want to teach people how to play, I mean, there will be some instances where I look at a game and think, oh, maybe he's doing that wrong. But 99% of the time, I'll be learning myself. So, anyway, without further ado...
This is a great way to approach learning the game. It's Season 24 and... it doesn't matter. There is still people in gold and plat. There's so much to learn. You don't have to be a tryhard. You don't have to sit in Kovacs for 6 hours a day. You can watch one VOD a day and pick up one thing on one hero. And if you do that for 4 months, you will climb a rank 100%. 100%.
I'm going to cut the chatter and all the rest of it. We're just going to continue. Yes, there we go. All right, let's play the game. Let's play it. I'm going to just play as much as I possibly can. Now, Roadhog is a pretty popular pick at the moment. He's got some...
Yep, very high solo queue carry potential. The hook is the base part of his kit. If you land a hook, you will most likely secure a kill. Hog is the fuck you, I guess I'm winning this game myself kind of pick. You have incredible potential to 1v3. With whole hog, you have incredible potential to flank. You are basically a fast DPS. The downside of Roadhog in coordinated team play is that you are shut down by a Sombra, a Sentient Ana player, a Mei, a Reaper, and a Diva. A Diva or a Zarya. A Diva should DM I'm late. Fucking hell. It's late. I'm a bit tired, but I'm just trying to rattle through it. But yes,
some good nerf.
You know, he's... Fuck me. Jesus. A Hog, a good Diva player should be able to DM the Hog hooks. A Zarya will be able to bubble them most of the time, although that's never a consistency because it's, you know, you need bubble for other things. But yeah, one of the downsides of Roadhog is that you leave your other tank basically forced to go Ball, Orisa, or Reinhardt, and then they basically need an Ana pocket for their peel. Quick tip for anyone looking to play Hog in Ranked: if you don't see an Ana or a Reinhardt, like if you see a Reinhardt but not an Ana, don't pick Hog. Don't pick Hog. Just go Sigma, go Zarya. You can carry on them basically in the same way. You can carry on them equally, but you just leave your Reinhardt to die. Your Reinhardt will get angry, and your Reinhardt will likely flame you.
He's become this.
If he's not angry, then he's a fucking champ. So.
Tank line. And a lot of professional players in Overwatch League play a lot of Roadhog.
Yes, because of the buffs.
You know, to a point where, you know, they base their play around the Hog for him to do damage and to create space for the DPS to do the work. That's exactly...
Okay, so this concept, he's like 75% there. The fundamental use of Hog was because of the buffs. The idea that Hog was buffed was you sort of played it, I agree, like a pseudo main tank. You kind of did create space, but what you did was, it's not really space, it's pressure. I like to think about it as renting, because on something like Reinhardt and Orisa, you take space, you physically take it off them. Whereas Roadhog, you cannot stay there because you will get shot, and good players will kill you. Good players will anti you, they'll sleep you, they'll freeze you, they'll stun you, they'll hack you, they'll pin you, every fucking CC of the game. Because it's a 600 HP, no armor, one defensive cooldown that can be mitigated by an anti-heal, and big fucking hitbox, like really big hitbox. So
exactly what a Roadhog player does. It's pretty much what any off-tank does pretty much in every game.
So yes, an off-tank will assist their main tank in creating space. The primary role of an off-tank is to support their main tank and to support their backline. It's just generally to support everyone. But mainly it's to support the backline or to support the main tank. Zarya supports the main tank. D.Va supports the main tank and supports the backline. Zarya, D.Va the same. Hog, flanker, not really much of an off-tank, but in that same way, you're sort of providing space by flanking, by being in their backline. If they're shooting at the 600 HP Hog in the backline, then they're not shooting at your DPS. So think about it like that. And Stigma is sort of the same. He just applies spam, and by forcing spam and by sort of taking space with his shield and his cooldowns, Stigma's a little bit of everything.
Let's have a look at the team before we start off. So we have a Junkrat and a Widowmaker.
So he's Apollo. This comp I actually prefer. This is a pretty decent comp for Hog, particularly because Mei is actually one of the best picks I think with a Roadhog, because you lose the defensive capability of a defense matrix, a bubble, a grasp, another shield, but you have something like Ice Wall and you have Mei freeze. Your Mei will naturally stick by your Reinhardt, right? Like if the Mei plays it properly, and the Mei is kind of a pseudo off tank in this comp. If you think about every brawl comp, like the reason that Ryan Mei Zarya works so well is because your Zarya provides a little bit of peel, your Mei provides a little bit of peel and a little bit of sustain. But your Mei's job, if you think about like any Mei comp, is to assist the Reinhardt. It's to peel for the Reinhardt. You counter wall, you defensive wall, you aggressive wall. It's all about the tank interaction with the Mei. You're basically a third tank. But yeah, on this comp, this is just like flank city. Your Widow's probably going to be blue beamed, which I never agree with because you fucking one shot anyway. But I can see why it's good, because yes, it's good in the snipers, and you can double body shot then, and you do more damage if you body shot and finish off. But like here, honestly, you should just call for your Mercy in this comp. Get your Mercy to blue beam you, go around and you one shot this. With a blue beam, you one shot this, you one shot this, you one shot this, you one shot this. If you full combo, which is right click hook, left click melee, you get about all of this out, and then your Ana should be able to anti. And your Reinhardt, you're never going to be hooking your Reinhardt. You're cleaning their Reinhardt up basically. So in this comp, you need to be careful because your Winston's going to create space temporarily, and you need to flank.
As a DPS line, then we have Mercy and Ana.
Mercy and Ana very strong right now.
And then you got Winston as a main tank, and you Apollo as a Roadhog. So this is pretty good. We're going up against a Reinhardt. So I'm assuming what you're going to do in this is you are going to spam that shield. If Reinhardt has any opportunity to put that shield up, you're...
So I think that... Okay. I mean, I'm obviously not going to... I'm not going to roast CM at all, and I'm not going to criticize. I'm just going to disagree because A, that's not what I'm about here. He's trying to improve and he's trying to learn, and B, I actually don't think that that's entirely incorrect. I am in the mind of every shot into a Reinhardt shield is wasted, because if you think about it, the Reinhardt wants you to pepper his shield, and the likelihood of you so you sit in your front line as Roadhog and you break the Rein shield after about 12 shots, I'd say. Like, what then? Okay, you hook him, but can you kill him? Can he get rezzed? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, especially against their comp, but with your own comp more importantly, you're just wasting shots into the Reinhardt shield. Like, that's what the Reinhardt shield is there for. Because if you're shooting the Reinhardt shield, you're not shooting the backline, if you get what I mean.
Chance is to literally burn that shield down. That is the most important thing you've got to do as a main tank. And also create space for your DPS as well. That's the most important thing.
That's a really nice hook.
All right, that's a good hook. Nice hook there on the...
So what this hook should do now is that once he's seen the Reinhardt back off, he doesn't fucking care. You should First thing you want to do is press tab and start their comp. Obviously, we can't see that just waiting replay. This is a really nice hook.
Alright, that's a good hook.
So he should see the monkey bubble. He should recognise that his monkey is there. He should see this hog here. Once this Reinhardt is backed out here, you've done your job at warding off this Reinhardt. Go and fucking kill this hog.
On the, he's got it. You got to follow him up. Winston's going into follow.
Good. I like that he swaps off the Reinhardt here. It's just wasted shots into the Reinhardt. Let the junk deal with it, and boom.
I do believe there.
He goes down anyway.
Oh, nice. That's what I'm assuming. All right. So what we're looking for, because
and also I think hug on console is really powerful because the hook works with aim assist.
Apparently, what you say here is the absolute juicer at 155. So we're looking for that. I'm interested to see what kind of play that entails. Good hook. That's a really good hook on the what kind of play that entails.
That's a really nice hook. I think he's aiming for the hook there, but that's a nice hook.
Good hook. That's a really good hook on the Ana.
Perfect crosshair control to make sure you get just below the neck so that you get the full splash onto the body and then the crit needed on the head. Because Ana hitbox is oof. It's yeah, it's dodgy. Let me say that.
We've already won this fight anyway, but that's a nice hook on the Ana. Always got to make sure you got to get rid of the supports as well, because that's the healing.
So here we should push this Roadhog.
Also the team.
This from his Winston is an absolute fucking no. This is so in from his Winston. Like this is the difference. He should not have won this.
All right, so well.
But I like that he goes and sees it out. You should always throw that.
Roadhog's been taken out. Right, burn that shield down. There's a very interesting wall there by May. I don't know what was going on there. He should be able to.
Ooh, he gets really unlucky with his junk trap.
Take her out. There we go. Nice.
So general tip for anyone playing with a Roadhog. Wait for the shot to go through before you use anything that can potentially displace. You should always wait until after you hear the first shot of the Roadhog that you fire anything.
So yeah, it's pretty simple at the moment. You're just sitting there. Look at your ultimate as well. You've got your ultimate up very quickly.
Yeah. So Hog Ultimate isn't that useful, but when they're walking through a choke, this is when you want to be shield breaking 100%. This is really good for shield break. They don't have a speed boost to hard engage on you. So if you just pop the whole log and fucking shred the Reinhardt shield, then you force them back and you don't get much value, yes. And there's potential you get cancelled and stunned and you're actually at your most vulnerable in whole hog. But you buy time, and on a control point, that's absolutely everything.
In fact, you've got 3 ultimates up really quickly. And they haven't got anything up yet. This is really good. This is a massive advantage.
This is what happens naturally when you win the first point on control, by the way. This is very, very normal.
For our team.
This is why like a lot of pros actually complain about control mode, because this is normal. You win the first fight, so you get ahead at ultimate charge. And at the higher levels, often than not, that snowballs you to 299 because you win the first fight and then you'll have ult advantage for 2 fights because naturally you will get all 6 ultimates in 2 fights in pro play, because that's the rate at which these fucking crackheads charge their ultimate. And then, you know, because you ult early and you ult efficiently and you ult in combinations, you deny the enemy team the fight, so they can't build their own ultimates. So you snowball it and you get to like a very, very advantageous position. You normally get at least minimum 70-80% just off winning the first fight, because then those next 2 fights are basically turbo free off ultimates. In a meta where ultimates don't matter, it's different. But in a meta like Double Shield, in a meta like Brawl, very, very important.
Because we've probably...
In Dive, the execution and the setup and the first pick, that combination, that collapse is more important.
On the first 2 fights, but there you go. Winning the first fight is absolutely crucial because it determines... Oh, nice hook.
Good hook, instant whole hog, love it.
Oh, good. Oh, wow, that is a nade. Wow, that nade. Oh, wow. Oh, nice hook. Oh, good.
That's a fucking gorgeous nade from Mizana. Ooh. Good.
Oh, wow, that is a nade.
This is hug, man. Like, just run at them with whole hog. What the fuck is that? What the fuck can they do, man? The Ana should have slept you. However, the Ana should have slept him. However, didn't, and they got punished for it.
Wow, that nade is huge.
Like, what did the Brig and the Reinhardt do there? Absolutely nothing. They're against a wall, into whole hog. Like,
oh my god,
what do they do there?
That was an amazing nade by Ana. Right.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna run that back. Right. So we're in this view. Right. What we're gonna look for is the Ana. Now the Ana isn't a.
So this is, I mean, I think this would have been a 3K anyway, but this Ananade basically just seals the fight. You use Ananade and Whole Hog and you've won a fight. Like, how efficient is that actually? That's so efficient. That's so good for them. So good for this guy's team right now. So good. It's so good for his team. I should be using more gender-neutral pronouns. I literally talked about this in a tweet, but yeah, so good for their team right now. So good for this Red Hot's team. So this is how you carry on Ana, man.
Very good position. I like
Ana. If you're not landing, you can still, like, fat antis are the way that you're gonna light up the kill feed and people are gonna notice. But Ana is one of those. She's one of the hardest silent carries in the game. Like
this position from Ana.
It's genuinely hard, especially at low elo, to notice when your Ana's popping off.
So basically, you're in the back.
Yeah.
You're pretty much out of harm's way. The team.
Nice position as well, considering where your tank is staged.
Team's about to come in as a group. So Reinhardt's there with his.
This is such a free fight. Like, you have Whole Hog, and they're coming up through a choke. Your Winston can just sort of killbox it. What I mean is essentially stay on high ground near a choke point to just cleave and walk through and apply pressure. Your team killbox this basically. Basic concept. Anyone that walks through the box gets killed. It's simple, but you essentially play to just you stay out of the box while keeping them funneled in that area. And you've got junk spam, you've got a Whole Hog, and you've got something like anti-nade. And in a comp that needs sustain and relies on sustain, which is what their comp does, cut the legs right under with an anti-nade, wham bam, back to the fucking spawn room you go.
How many are in this? How many are in? And you got to see how she does this. We're gonna
She
go down.
should splash it off the wall.
Slow it down just a little bit. So that's you there at the bottom there, hooking in the Reinhardt, burning down the shield. This
Boom.
is a great.
So she actually, they don't see her, she actually goes to peel her Winston. Interesting.
Nade. Look at that. That is a brilliant nade. That is literally
Fight winning.
That's going to take out all three of them, and they're going to be inside that nade as it happens. Oh, that is such a nade. That is a great nade. Look at that juice oozing out of that game. The juice is oozing out of that play. Look at that. Oh my.
It's a fucking juicer.
Like,
I agree.
if you've got a good Ana on your team, by the way, Ana is so powerful in this game, especially that nade. If you manage to get that nade and you.
Yeah, so in terms of overall meta, and again, pro playing high levels, Ana's actually quite weak at the moment. But in ladder, like, bun that shit. Like, you can carry a game on Ana, and this is exactly how you do it.
Throw it. Like, if the enemy team is in a group and you throw that nade and it decimates, if you're able to get all four, maybe in that group.
This thing that is on about basically, where like you splash anti like 3 or 4. This is actually way more busted in high reload because the players are more sentient. They are more aware. They understand that this is an engage, and this is actually something that we can just win the fight off. With one ultimate or two if we immediately commit, or if we just commit in general. Like, anti-nade can be so powerful. I think anti-nade genuinely needs to be nerfed. Like, the length that you stay anti-naded is pro play, it's ridiculously long. But people have gotten better at kiting, and obviously like you can DM divas can DM the nade and stuff like that, but the level and the time in which you stay purpled is borderline impressive. I think it's really strong. And good tank players will abuse that because they'll see, okay, their backline's naded, in they go. And then boom, the dive comes in because it's normally a dive because that's the kind of fast engage that you want, right? And then you just LOS the monkey, especially if you give them a nano as well. Boom, anti-nade, nano, or anti-nade, and then Valkyrie maybe. Just go in, one fight, clean up, boom, out you go, easy.
And you trigger an ultimate. They're not going to get any heals, and you're going to get so much value of whatever you do because that is remarkably good. Like, having a good Ana player in your team is absolutely essential. And I know there's one player that I play a lot with that is fantastic as an Ana player. I'm looking at you, Victoria. You're a really good Ana.
Oh, he shouts out Vic. Yeah, Vic's Ana's cracked. Love you, Vic.
Probably the best Ana I've played with, let's be honest.
Oh, that's really cute.
Don't think anybody's a better Ana than Victoria is.
Yeah, Vic's Ana's actually
anyway.
cracked.
Oh my god, what is that from Junkrat? What? Robbo on the Junkrat despite the fact that he looks like he's been naded. Oh no, he must have been.
So before he goes about the tire, because obviously he's really impressed by the tire, and I agree, this is again 1-ult fight winning. Guys, like, how early does this Junkrat tire here? He tires really, really early, and how good is that actually? He tires so early, and that's just
Naded there,
that's
look.
fantastic.
Yeah, he has been.
Like, so at the worst case scenario, this tire gets won or it gets destroyed, but he's now got a fight, and he's got the pre-fight to build up another tire. So if he loses a tire, it's not that bad. But this is about tempo, right? This is about setting the pace. It's about not letting the enemy get back into it with ultimates. Like, look at who he kills. He kills the Mei, and that Mei has Blizzard. This is a control point. If they could have rotated to point and Blizzarded, they could have potentially gotten a free flip or just a one fight. And he shuts that down on his own by tiring early. Like, I tell this to every player in GOAT. This was the prime example. You would punish you would punish a projected bubble really early. Like, genuinely, you would punish a projected bubble early. It was that silly. GOAT was just that powerful. But yeah, just as I'm talking about tempo, don't let them get into the fight. Don't give them a chance to use their ultimates. Because you use your own first, you use them early, and yeah, even if this was a 2K, like, this is still fight over.
Been naded. But look,
the Mei is the really important one here. Probably, like, she should have cryoed this. She should have cryoed this, but clearly he sneaks the tire, so we're about to find out how he sneaks the tire.
Able to juicy, and he's going to take 3 of those Junkrat. Look at that juice. There we go. There we go.
Mei has time to cryo this, 100%.
Oh, look at that juicy value.
No, neither of the... So, the funny thing is that she can cryo this, and these two have shields. However, nice tire.
Oh my days, that is amazing.
You never look a gift horse in the mouth. All of this could have potentially been a 0K as well, because that's cryoed and these two are shielded. However...
Well played, Junkrat.
Sometimes it goes well, you know.
Absolutely magnificent. This is not about you. This is about the Roadhog. All right, so this is looking good so far. We've also got an Ana Nano available as well, so it's going to be interesting to see what Ana does with that.
Exactly what you want to do as a hog rat, fucking hell. Exactly what you want to do as a Roadhog. Cover the angle. This is the shortest path for them to point. Find the pick. This Junkrat's way overextended. Hook him, kill him.
Because so far, the Ana player on your team has been brilliant.
It's done.
Alright, so yeah, as soon as you put that shield up.
So, like, everyone's sort of, like, the Ana's had the nade, you've had the tire, you know.
Oh, no, he's been naded as well. He's been naded. This could be bad.
But, like, the team here, the purple team here, or the pink team, team 2, like, they've shut down 2 fights before they've even happened. One with the whole hog nade and one with the rip tire.
Surprised if you lose this point here. Because they're going in pretty hard. This is looking... All you got to do...
This should be lost now, yeah.
Alright.
Like, look how hard they commit. That's ult, and that's ult. 3 ultimates.
That's pretty nutty. Yeah, I would back out of this. Oh, but then I think... Oh, no, Ana's...
So, against Mei, after you got frozen, or when you think you're about to get frozen, it's harder on console, obviously. But if you can turn around and then lower your head hitbox. So, basically, you do a 180 and point down. On controller, you'll just pull to the closest side that you're on, and then you'll obviously, like, pull your joystick down. So you basically turn your hitbox around and you point down, so it's really hard for the mate to headshot you.
Okay, so Ana's...
And sometimes that can be the difference between living and dying. On a hog, doesn't really matter, but on a squishy, it means everything.
Heals you up, so that's good. This Ana on your team has been absolutely great.
I agree.
Okay, so you're gonna go in here. Right, I'm gonna pause it here. Now the reason I've decided to pause it here...
I actually don't like this angle. I think this angle or one of these high grounds is a lot better.
Because you're here in a good position, right? Where is the...
I think this position is okay.
Nano. Okay, she's over here. Right, she's got Nano available. So what I would expect her to do in this situation is Nano...
If this hog was hit, he could receive the Nano as he jumps down, and then he one-shots anyone that he hits that isn't a tank. So let's see what CM thinks here.
I know you, because there is nothing more intimidating. If you're the defending team trying to defend a point, there is nothing more intimidating than a nanoed Roadhog that has a lot of health and a lot of damage output. So I would absolutely, if I was the Ana player...
Yeah, Nano's Hodge is scary against their comp. It's very doable because they have freeze and rally. If they freeze him and rally, it's actually kiteable. But yeah, it's still scary because he can just one-shot someone if they're unaware.
Right now...
If a Nano Hodge is scary, a flanking Nano Hodge, even fucking scarier.
Literally just nano the heck out of you as you go in and wreak havoc.
This would be a really early nano, by the way. There's no reason to nano this early. What I talked about earlier about shooting the ranch shield, you're going to waste half of this actually in the fight, walking to the fight when you're nanoed. You should nano when you're in position and you're actually ready.
That's what I do.
Basically, nano as soon as you connect the hook, so that the nano comes through and you one shot.
Nano. Let's see what she does. So you're going in, absolutely spam that shield. I would spam that shield.
So now is a really good nano time.
You haven't done that. Winston's decided to go in.
So there, like if he drops there, nano, boom, that May would have died.
Okay. Oh, that's a good little pick on. That's Ana again with that nade, by the way. I'm just saying. Oof. Oh, but you've been taken out though. No, that's okay. Available before damage. You've taken then Roadhog. What we're gonna do?
They're Hodge tarrying now.
We're just gonna go straight in, are we? Yeah, it's only a quick play. Oh my god, you're going in. You're actually committing to this. Oh, and now you've decided to nano. Okay.
This is a good nano from this Ana, by the way. This is a good nano.
That's actually quite clever. All right. So,
Monkey against this comp gets giga fucked when his bubble goes down. So nanoing after bubble goes down is quite smart.
You gotta be careful of because you've been naded. Okay. Yeah, nice pick on the Ana. Nice pick. Yeah.
I don't mind that he uses hook there.
I mean, it's really good that you get the Anas, or you get the supports out really quickly. So there you go, guys. That's the first point taken. The one thing I want to say as well, your Ana on your team has been really good. That juicy nade to take out 3 guys while you go in with the whole hog was just absolutely textbook.
Yeah, she's been solid.
Really like that idea, and I think
I've not seen much of her. Honestly, have to look at the full round to see how good she was. But like, good Anas show up when they need to, and she needed to show up there. She's not died basically like all round, which is the mark of a good Ana player. Her positions have been pretty safe, so yeah, she's been solid.
You should give props to your Ana player simply from that, because it was absolutely remarkably.
Okay. So, honestly, like, this is going to be my quick review. I'm going to zip this to YouTube. I'm going to throw the link out, and whoever, yeah. Apologies for kind of the stuffed cam, but I had a lot of fun doing this. I hope CM sees this. If you got this far into the VOD, guys, fucking love all of you. Absolutely appreciate that. I hope you learned something today, because I did. Watching this, and it gave me a lot of thought, and I always love when people try and think and they learn about the game. Obviously this VOD is a bit long, but I'm going to get off. I'm going to go record some fucking monologues for my creative writing major project. So yeah, I love you all. Stay safe during the pandemic. Please socially distance because it's needed. It'll be over in a couple of months. Stay safe. Shout out to all my US friends as well. Currently, result of the election not known. That's potentially going well, but who knows? Yeah, the world is a scary place right now. So hopefully I could take your mind off it for about half an hour or so. Big up CM9 for doing the content as well. Gonna leave his link in the description, as I said at the start of the video. If you somehow got on this content without knowing me, my name is Jace. I am a colour tester for the Null, and I am a coach of a High Masters and their subsequent academy team that are 3.2k. I'm not a retired player because I was never good enough to go anywhere to consider retiring. But yeah, I'm a High Masters peak tank player myself, basically specialising in Sigma and Zarya, but I played a little bit of Diva to mid-masters level as well. So that's me. CM, as I said, Spitfire fan. I think he's probably changing this season because fuck C9, and he's a Chelsea fan as well. So if you like football, definitely check out his video. We'll leave the link to the video. Give it a subscribe. If you saw this video, go and comment on that video and tell him that Jace says hi and that Jace says all love. Take it easy. Peace.